Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ivan here, and I just got home from locals today. Tuesdays usually are free day, so usually like the most busy tournament. Even though the price support is not great, if you get first, I think you only get like 3 or 4 packs depending on how many people go. And unfortunately, I kind of scrubbed out. I ended up going 2-2 after 4 rounds. I was playing a new deck. Well, not a new deck, but this is one of my favorite decks of all time. And I decided to just play it again because of a certain card that came out. It's an old card, but it got a new rarity. And I just thought it looked really beautiful, so I wanted to play it. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. I'll just get right into it. It's ABCs. So obviously, you're going to play the 3A, the 3B, and the 3C. I never found them cloggy at all. And I'm playing 3 of each because we don't have the Union Link Monster and we don't have Needle Fiber yet. So I just think 3 of each is just good. Then I'm still playing the gadgets, and that's honestly what made me want to play these again, because now they're in secret rare. Ooh, they look really beautiful. They look really nice. And now it matches the secret ABC core. So I think these cards are just still really good. I just wanted to play kind of as many extenders as I could without making the deck too bricky. So I'm also playing 3 Galaxy Soldier. Galaxy Soldier just helps you ditch cards from your hand, like if you draw like 2 pieces, or if you draw something dead, like you could just pitch it, get another Galaxy Soldier, make an Infinity's a negate. Buster Dragon's not really a negate, but it's an interruption. So it just helps you out really good. Then I'm playing the Symphonic Warrior engine. I'm playing the 3 guitar and just 1 mics. I was playing 2 of this before, but it was just so kind of bricky because I would always end up drawing 1. If you don't know what this card does, basically you put in your pendulum scale, you discard a card, and it lets you summon this from the deck. And this card, when it's summoned, it lets you normal summon again. So it's like a double summon. It's a level 5 machine, so it helps you make your Infinity. I was playing the 1 heavy mech support armor. This card's good because it can reborn any of the ABC pieces and just be an extender. And like I said, I wanted this to be an extender, but I didn't want it to be too bricky. Prankotrops, I decided to main deck it because I couldn't find space for it in the side deck, and I didn't not want to play this card, if that makes sense. Did it not? But yeah, this card's just so good, especially going second. This card's just nuts. Helps you get rid of, floodgates and stuff like that. Then I decided to main deck just 1 Gamma Seal. I didn't want to lose to certain decks like Spirals or just random stuff where I would be locked out, like from playing cards. So I wanted to just main deck 1, even though I can't search it. This deck has some draw power to it. I play about 4 or 5 cards that can help me dig for it. So that's why I decided to play it. Then for the rest of the monsters, which are not really monsters, the 3 Ash Blossom, it's like the best hand trap in the game, I think. Then I was playing the 2 Ghost Ogre. I wanted something that would be good versus everything, because I didn't know what... I haven't been to locals like in a month. And the new ban list hit like a week ago. I didn't know what everybody was going to be playing, and I didn't want to lose to Spirals. I didn't want to lose to Pendulums. Against Dinosaurs, it's even pretty decent. So I just decided to main deck them, and they worked out pretty good. The only deck I think this is not really great against is Heroes. But even then, it's still, you can hit like the Varus, or the one that special summons from the Monster Zone, whatever it's called. And that's it for the monsters. A lot of monsters. For the spells, the 3 Union Hanger. Honestly, this is probably like the best field spell in the whole game. I'm very surprised that this has never been hit here in the TCG, even though, ABC is not as powerful as it once was. I think once the new Master Rule starts, they'll have a chance, because now you don't have to worry about, Link monsters that much. You can still play them if you want. I don't know if I will be, because I think the XE monsters kind of help out a little bit more depending on which ones you're playing. Maybe I'll just play like 1 Link 2 just for the random times where I have to get rid of 2 monsters and I need both the names, and I have just like, because if you get the XE monster, there's not many XE monsters that take 2 materials. Then terraforming, because you want to play the 4th Union Hanger. 3 Call by the Grave. I was just really afraid of hand traps because I've seen a lot of the list this last weekend, and everybody was playing like DD Crows, which is really annoying against his deck. Everybody was playing obviously Ash Blossoms. Drone Lockbirds can kind of hurt this deck as well, because if they Drone Lockbird your Union Hanger, and it just stops you from making plays after that. The 2 Pot of Desires. This card's just so good. And especially with like slower decks like this, you really just need to play this. A lot of decks are now turning to this as a means of draw power. Pendulums, Salamandrates. I think they're all mostly playing it. I think even Sky Striker's playing it now, if you can still play Sky Striker. The 1 Upstart Goblin. I'm playing a 42 card deck, so I don't know how I feel about this, but I just wanted to play Upstart Goblin, and I think I drew it 1 time. Foolish Burial to help you get rid of your dump stuff to the grave. If you're missing that, like, that last piece. And then Monster Reborn, because it's Monster Reborn. And I just think, I can't believe that a card like Monster Reborn just doesn't see that much play anymore. Because it's just really powerful, being able to special summon a monster from either player's grave. It could be an extender. It can be like a game-winning card, because you can bring back extra deck monsters and just do stuff like that. Then I decided to play 2 trap cards, and I wanted them to be game-changing trap cards. So I played 1 Skill Drain. This card's really good in this deck because it with Buster, the way you do it is you activate his effect to banish a card, then you tag him out, so Skill Drain no longer affects him because he's in the graveyard. And this works good with the gadgets because they can become like floaters. Because whenever they're destroyed, you can special summon one from the deck, and your ABC pieces get their effects engraved. Then the 1 Imperial Order. I'm not sure how I feel about this because I just don't think there's that many great spells right now that you could really like negate. 1 card that I think is really going to be like annoying for this deck, even though like I only play at the local level, so I don't know how many I'll see of it, is going to be Lightning Storm, because it would just, you know, destroy your whole freaking field. And that's what was annoying before. Like, even if you tag out your ABC Buster, you still end up losing all your monsters, all your resources, whatever. Even though you still plus off them. That's what was kind of annoying, like when Raigeki first got unbanned, and like that was a really good card against ABCs. That's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I don't know. I don't really like the extra deck. I feel like I'm missing some cards, but then again, I got to do more testing. 3 Dragon Buster, because it's the best monster in the game. Abyss Dweller, and number 60, whatever the timeless. This card's stupid. It's just really good. It can help you draw cards. It can bring back a monster. It could just double your monster's attack. It has a lot of effects, and they're all really good. I decided to play this over Bujin Tsukiyomi, because this also lets you draw 2 cards. The only thing is you have to skip your next draw phase. But the way with Dragon Buster, you can always kind of make that draw up, because when you tag out, and then you get your B, and then your A back, you can just keep getting monsters back like that. The 1 Cyber Dragon Nova, and the 1 Infinity. Obviously, you're playing like the Galaxy Soldier and the, what's it called? The Symphonic Warrior Engine. This card's not as good as it used to be, because it used to be just stupid broken back in the day. Being able to suck up a monster and then being able to negate any card was just really good. But now, so many decks can just play around 1 interruption so easily. For Link 2s, I'm playing Cleefort Genius, Platinum Gadget, Nightmare Cerberus, and Nightmare Phoenix. Platinum Gadget's really good. It's another extender. It helps you special summon stuff from your hand. The only thing that sucks is you can't use it as a link material to turn it summon, so that kind of does hinder you a little bit. These 2 are just really good for getting rid of random stuff. This can help you get rid of your Nibiru token. Helps you get rid of like random monsters that you can't get over. Unicorn, this card's good. If I had an IP Masquerena, I would always honestly play it probably over Cleafort Genius, but I just don't feel like spending 50 bucks on a card, so that's why I don't have one. Then for the Link 4s, Nightmare Griffin, I've always loved this card in this deck because it's just so powerful, being able to stop your opponent's monsters from using their effects, and also its effect to set a spell or trap from your graveyard to your field is just really powerful because you're playing pretty much like a bunch of power spells and power traps. Saruja, very rarely do you get the draw effect because most of the time, like, either if you have the you just tagged out on your opponent's end phase, and then on your turn you can have another monster to summon. This deck got hurt by the Sky Striker banning the Sky Striker Engage, because that was a really good engine in this deck. It just helped you get Link fodder. It helped you with your Widow Anchors and stuff like that. Just get, you know, free cards, free advantage. And then last but not least, Borosaur Dragon, because there's just still so many times. I think Borosaur Dragon will always see play just because it gives you like random OTKs a lot of the times. And all it takes is like three or four monsters, which is very easy to do, especially with some of the decks that are coming out and like the crazy effects they have. That's it for the extra deck. The side deck, I kind of just threw it together, so because like I said before, I didn't know what everybody was going to be playing, so I just decided to go like pretty standard. 3 Nibiru, because this is like the best card against so many decks that's like special summon. Thing that's been popular at my locals is that Lunalight Orcus deck, and I just freaking hate that deck because it can just play through so many interruptions, stuff like that, and you got to know when to Nibiru them. Luckily now they don't have the Azathoth anymore, so this card became a little bit better. But if they are, you know, competitive enough to have an Appaloosa, that could also, you got to count like the summons up to Appaloosa, because a lot of the times they'll be able to get it before the 5th summon. And also Spirals, most of the time they'll do it after the 5th summon, because they can just play through so many cards because of the stupid trap that special summons from Grave. 3 Drone Lockbird, I wanted to play something versus Spirals that would just end their turn, and being able to stop after their first search, just being able to stop them from searching again, just ends their turn a lot of the times, because they want to abuse Master Plan with souls and stuff like that, like drop it to the graveyard, just do it like that. And even soul, sometimes you can, after they do their soul, you can Drone Lockbird them, and then like, or can you? I don't even know. I think yeah, you can, but whatever. 3 Dark Ruler no more, because I hate pendulums and I hate spirals. This used to be really good against like the Thunder deck, but the Thunder deck I think is pretty much dead. So with Colossus's banning. 2 Twin Twister for back row decks like Subterror, stuff like that. I don't have Evenly Match. If I did, I probably would play those. 3 Anti-Spell. I don't know how I feel about the same thing like I said with Imperial Order, because I don't know which decks are really playing that many spells to where this would be effective, if that makes sense. And then the last but not least, Red Reboot. I can't believe this card went to 1. It's just ridiculous. This card was so good against, but then again, it's kind of sacky because you can activate it from hand, and like versus those like Alter guys and stuff like that, you can freaking just win the game, because there's no way they're going to be able to out advantage you if you get goaling before they do and you stop all their traps and stuff. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. There's a new set coming out on Friday. I don't think I'm going to be investing in that, even though I kind of do, because I want to see if I could get like a Lightning Storm and just sell it and make some money. Because it's right now it's selling for like $100, so that's pretty crazy. But yeah, till next time, guys. Sorry the video went on for so long. It's just that I like blabbing on about this deck because I just really like it a lot. Till next time, this is Ivan. I'll see you guys later.